pray, but I'm gon' get it on my way. Get it on my way. What I'm lacking now, that's gon' get me to that day. Say I'm gon' get it on my way. Get it on my way. Give me all the strength I need for every step I take. See, I'm gon' get it on my way.
What's good, everybody? Thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome to the intersection where passion meets purpose. I'm your boy, avid boxer, battle rap extraordinaire, Mr. Unpopular, Jermaine Lamore. And I'm here just to get some stuff off my chest today, okay? But before we do that, all right, if you like the content that you hear in this channel, please do me a favor and go below and hit that subscribe button. And if you're feeling extra froggy today, go ahead and click that bell that gives you notifications when I post a video, all right? Second thing of business before we get into this, you see the shirt? You like it? Yeah, I designed it myself, all right? It's my new one. I just released it. It says creative on it, and you know the right side of the brain is the creative side, so that's why I got the colors and stuff on this side, and you know what I'm saying, it's all called creative. I just wanted to inspire creatives like myself to just not let an idea die within, but to just get it out, flush out the idea, and just be creative, to get in their creative space and be creative. So if you like the shirt and you want to cop yourself one, please, the link is in the description below. Okay, the link for this shirt is in the description below. Got a world of colors. You know, they got the green and the yellows and the navy blue and the royal blues and the purples and the whites, and we got them all for the ladies and for the men, and we got hoodies and stuff. So go ahead and cop yourself one. All right. Now, without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and get into the video for today. All right. What I want to talk about today is the difference between Black Lives Matter, the organization, and Black Lives Matter, the sentiment. Okay? So, for those who don't know, I do a lot of YouTube surfing. Okay? So, I watch a lot of stuff on YouTube, and I come across my fair share of a variety of different videos. And I came across one by a guy named Spencer Smith. If you're interested in hearing or watching the video that I'm about to talk about now, the link for it is also in the description. I know I got a lot of links in the description, but everything you need is going to be down there in the description, all right? But look, a dude named Spencer Smith, he used to be a pastor, he's an evangelist, and he does some blogging and stuff as well. But he did a video talking about the Black Lives Matter movement or the organization or whatever. And so I went into watching it because he's a white guy. I went into watching this video like, okay, here we go. I already know what this is going to be about. But he was actually talking about a lot of the undertones of Black Lives Matter as an organization. And a couple of the things that he said is, first of all, he said that Black Lives Matter is really, and this might startle some of y'all, but just listen for me. Black Lives Matter, there's a lot, it was founded on witchcraft. It was founded by three ladies, and he did a video talking about the three ladies that founded Black Lives Matter. And he had in the video a clip of two of the ladies on a Zoom call just talking about Black Lives Matter in itself. And so in the video and on the Zoom chat that he had in this video, the ladies were talking. And they were talking a lot about like necromancy and basically like talking to dead people is what necromancy is. And they were talking about doing a lot of libations and stuff. Like you know how dudes say like, yo, I'm pouring out 40 for my homies. You know that's libation, is basically pouring out a drink offering for the dead, and a lot of things like that. So a couple of the things that they said in this chat or in this video really concerned me. One, like I said, they were talking about the necromancy, and one of the ladies was talking, and she said a lot of times she spends time in her living room with the victims that have been killed by police. And she was talking about Breonna Taylor and things like that, and talking about how a lot of times, like when she sits with Breonna Taylor, they spend a lot of time laughing and stuff. And so it was just a lot of that talk going on, and the thing behind the say her name thing. So I'm thinking that when they say her name, it's a way to basically say like remember her, say her name so that you don't forget it because she's another victim. But what they were discussing is in saying their name is where it gets into necromancy, because it's basically what they were saying is it's like a chant, and basically you're summoning the spirit of the person, and so in the video they talked about how they were summoning the people that have died, and talking with them and getting the courage and the confidence they need from them and things like that. So I was like, okay, this is a little left for me. This is a little left. But then they started talking about how they pour out libations for the victims and stuff. So they pour out basically a drink offering for them. And so I'm watching all this stuff in this video, and I'm like, wow, this is like a different level of Black Lives Matter that I did not know going into this video. Because I went in it simply because I thought he was going to be biased, and I thought it was just going to be because it's about injustice for the black community and things like that. But it went to a totally different level that I did not expect, and I was like, wow. So why is that an issue right now? I personally think it's an issue because I think the Black Lives Matter organization, I don't want to say hijacked the term, but for lack of a better term, I'll say this. They hijacked the term Black Lives Matter. So now with all the antics and things that they have going on, and the witchcraft they're being accused of, and the different things that they're being that are being held against them as far as an organization and not being run properly, and just everything that everybody has problems with about Black Lives Matter, they basically hijacked the term. So now when white people and racists hear Black Lives Matter, now it no longer talks about the sentiment that Black Lives Matter. It just talks about the organization. So what they do is they pick the term Black Lives Matter apart simply because they tie it to the organization with all the crazy stuff that they have going on. And so the sentiment Black Lives Matter has lost its sting, has lost its power, because people are too busy picking apart the organization in itself. And so it's hard for people to disassociate the term Black Lives Matter from the organization, because that's all people hear. And so I was looking at that, and I was like, I would like to support the sentiment Black Lives Matter, but also disassociate myself from the organization because I don't support the organization in itself. So I'm like, how can I do that? How can I do that? And of course, you know, a lot of people that, oh, you don't support Black Lives Matter in the organization, you're a coon, you're Uncle Tom, and whatever. I know people have their thoughts about that stuff, and I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that because I'm comfortable enough in my own skin to be able to have my own opinion, even if it doesn't agree with the majority. So I was thinking, like, I would love to support Black Lives Matter as a sentiment because I am a black person myself, but then also I do understand that we are oppressed and there is injustice and things are happening to us specifically because of the color of our skin, and I want to support the sentiment but not necessarily the organization. So I was like, well, maybe I could say Black Life Matters, because that is a sentiment in itself. Black Life Matters because it still does. So whether you associate with the organization or not, whether you hate the organization or you love it, the fact of the matter is Black Life Matters. And it just bothers me that that term has been hijacked by an organization that has so many things wrong with it that now the sentiment has lost its sting. So let me know what you guys think of how we can support the sentiment but disassociate ourselves with the organization if we don't support it. So go ahead and leave your ideas and your thoughts in the comments. I appreciate you guys tuning in. This is just me getting some stuff off my chest, all right? Once again, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for tuning in. Hit that notification bell. And look, buy the merch, all right?